Hey, what's that movie where everybody trespasses looking for gold?
Give me the gold. I want the gold.
Is it Trespass?
Hey, Trespass.
Oh.
Haven't seen that in forever.
Do you like movies?
Rep your whole crew, Ben Collin and Nels got some movie buff too. It came out in 97, didn't get any better. Well, let's check anyways. I haven't seen that in forever.
All right, welcome to Haven't Seen That in Forever, where today we're discussing 1992's Trespass.
This is episode 8.
I believe so.
Yeah, we're moving right along.
Almost to 10.
Almost to 10. You can almost listen to us for an entire week and a half, one a day.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We are getting there.
You can listen to us for like a whole workday right now about
That's true.
if you just back-to-back it.
Once this is over, we can get you through your Monday.
But before we get into it, I wanted to ask y'all, given the nature of this film, have y'all done any urban exploration, like abandoned buildings?
Not for the purposes of mining gold. No. I have been in abandoned buildings, being a teenager and being stupid, but.
So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. Just like messing around, exploring.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Sure.
Yes, I've definitely trespassed in abandoned houses before as a child.
Houses?
Abandoned houses.
That
Yeah.
sounds way scarier for some reason.
Oh, no. Yeah, there was stuff all over the floor. Somebody was squatting there.
That's where you find ghosts.
Well, I found a full jar of peanut butter.
Unopened.
Yeah.
Did you take it?
No.
Oh.
I was smart enough to know I probably still shouldn't take this.
Hey, man, peanut butter's expensive.
Well, it wasn't in about the time this movie came out is when I was doing it. Maybe I was the
1982.
inspiration.
If you had a hand cam and we're recording that would be a horror movie. Because in the background, you'd see eyes watching you.
There's definitely a ghost in that
I don't
house.
think they even had hand cams back in 92. It would have been that big old one that had like the full video you had to hold on your shoulder.
Well, they did in this movie.
Yeah, it was about the time that
Remember?
camcorders
They
came
did,
out.
yeah, maybe.
Video is a character in this movie.
Well,
I mean, the guy and the video
My
itself.
family didn't have gang money to buy one of those fancy
Well,
camcorders.
Mine didn't either, for what it's worth.
Well, I have also done some urban
I
exploration.
thought you were going to say your family did have gang money.
No, I have done exploration though. And all allegedly, of course, for the purpose of this podcast, but
Statute of limitations has run out.
I'm hoping so.
We're all in our 30s now. It's fine.
I always loved that kind of stuff.
Plus 40s.
When my wife and I were first dating, we went to the roof of the Peabody Hotel, which is a famous hotel in Memphis, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, which is actually where they had the wrap party for this movie. And I'll explain that in a little bit why. We were on like the event, like bar rooftop, and there weren't many people up there. And we climbed over the like railing on the side and kind of scaled down on the fire escape. And we're having fun on like the sub roof, just like hanging out, enjoying the view of downtown Memphis, and then eventually climbed back up to see that the public entrance and exit had closed and been locked. So we were kind of stuck. And luckily I had allegedly a friend who worked there at the Peabody as a chef. And I knew that there were one or two like small kitchens attached to ballrooms. So we just tried doors until we eventually found a kitchen. And we're like, okay, we just have to walk through there, own the moment, just pretend like we know what we're doing. Just walked right through a busy kitchen, clearly hosting an event at a ballroom. Anyways.
There's a lot of allegedly in your younger years.
Yeah, yes, there was. And I also did a little exploration at a place called the Tennessee Brewery. It was where they made Goldcrest 51, built in 1890, in operation until the 50s. And I was there when there was an event once. We were having like a kind of community building effort, revitalizing the area. That building is now apartments, but the reason I bring it up is it's kind of a character in this movie, in that most of the indoor shots from the movie Trespass were filmed at the abandoned Tennessee Brewery.
That's cool.
Interesting.
So I have.
So you have
there.
been there.
Yes.
Is that part of your urban exploration?
Yeah, well, it was abandoned when I was going through it.
Was there gold in the ceiling?
I was looking in the floor. I didn't know
you
Eugene.
fool.
Well, You read the map upside down.
I know. I didn't get.
That was the problem.
I'm not
the
a
whole
firefighter.
time. That was the problem the whole time. It was upside down.
Anyway, so have y'all seen this movie before?
No,
Yeah, it's a first timer for me.
I'd never even heard of it before.
Yeah. Which is crazy given the names involved with it. And I it's the first one I've chosen that I also have not seen, but
Well, given when it came out and kind of the difficulties it had marketing itself, I can see why
Yeah.
it may have slipped under the radar.
I was 5 when this came out, and this is not a movie that I think my mother would have approved of me seeing at 5 years old.
My,
So
mom, my mom wouldn't have cared, but this had to compete with Home Alone 2 at the time, and that's
true.
probably going to win for 10-year-old Nels.
that's going to win out over everything.
I'm pretty sure I saw Home Alone 2 opening weekend. I don't know if this came out the same weekend, but
Gosh,
it
the
came out the
second
same
one?
year.
Yeah.
Wow. I would have guessed the first one was closer to 92.
First one was 90.
90.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us knowing stuff.
All right. Well, speaking of knowing stuff, as Nels was mentioning, it had a bit of a rocky road to get off the ground, even though it has these amazing names attached to it. It's directed by Walter Hill, who did The Warriors, 48 Hours, Red Heat, Streets of Fire.
Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
Brewster's Millions.
I don't know
classic.
that one.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know that one.
No, I've told you to watch this. It's the baseball movie with
right,
Richard
right.
Pryor that you said
He has to spend
you
like
think it sounds stupid.
It does sound stupid.
Well, it is, but it's fun.
It's like watching Mr. 3000 again.
It's got John Candy, man.
Oh, I'm sold.
Okay.
I love John Candy.
as a baseball player, though. I love John Candy, but that one was an interesting choice.
Well,
See,
they
a
just
baseball-
stuck him in catcher's gear, and it's like,
Oh,
we'll put the big
catcher.
guy in catcher's gear.
Oh yeah, you got to put the heavy guy in
Yeah.
the position of.
I'm sure
catcher
that
because
movie
it's
will find
comedic.
its way to us at some
CC
point.
Sabathia said he was his inspiration.
Yes. That's Hall of Famer.
A little
CC
crossover
Sabathia.
there to our two shows. CC Sabathia.
So it was written by Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis,
Yeah.
which is insane.
The writers of the Back to the Future trilogy.
Yeah.
And Zemeckis went on to direct like Forrest Gump. He's an Academy Award winner. The fact that we haven't heard of this movie, because it also, I mean, of course, it stars William Sadler and Bill Paxton, Ice Cube, Ice-T. The whole cast is actually awesome.
It's all ice.
Yeah.
The good ice.
It's Bill and Bill, Ice and Ice, and dare I say, Bob and Bob as
Yes.
the writers.
The Bobs and the Ices.
What I think we've learned about Robert Zemeckis from this viewing is maybe not the best at gang dialogue,
Well, this was written in like the late 70s.
and they didn't update it. I think there's a few alley cats thrown in there as an insult.
He removed like one or two jive turkeys and like clapped his hands. And he's like, you know what? My job's done. I did it. I updated it
in
for
the-
92.
In the first rendition, everybody had an afro like Shaft.
So as Nels was alluding to, though, it's definitely was hard to come about. It was originally going to come out as the movie Looters, which I think is a more appropriate name given the title of the actual plot. But it was renamed following the LA riots of 1992.
Yeah.
The date was pushed back from summer to December as well. It's going to try to be a summer blockbuster.
It was released on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah, I can't wait to go see gang executions
Well, that's what I say. Like,
with the fam.
you're going to take the family. You're going to watch Home Alone, or are you going to watch Ice-T and Ice Cube murder people?
Push this back to the spring. Why?
Yeah.
93.
Just a
Push it
whole
back to
year.
the spring.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've waited 20 years.
I'm guessing the studio at this point just wanted to get it out and over with after
Well, I bet
all the
they
hullabaloo over the
regretted that
marketing.
decision once it was finally out.
I really liked some of the style of the film, though. I mean, it looks great in those locations, and I like that they shot it all on set. The outdoor locations are in Atlanta. The indoor ones, as I mentioned, are in Memphis. And I think it's funny. You see that scene where they're driving on the bridge, and they don't show where they're looking. They just show their faces. But he's like, oh, yeah, look over there. That's East St. Louis.
Yeah.
And it's downtown Memphis, and they just don't show it.
Yeah.
One thing I found fun was a little callback to our Escape from New York episode.
Yeah.
that was actually filmed in East St. Louis, and then this is based in East St. Louis. So in the 10 years between those two movies, this East St. Louis is still doesn't have the great reputation.
I think for a long time, St. Louis was the murder capital of
I think
America.
it still might be.
Zemeckis was from around that area too, so I
Oh,
think
is
he
he?
has some experience there. A little bit. It's talking through the heart. All right. Well, if we want to go ahead and get into this bad boy, we can start by just quickly going over some of the cast because I think it is
The cast is crazy.
just insane. As we mentioned, you have Bill Paxton, who is coming hot off of, Aliens and Titanic.
Predator 2.
Yep.
True Lies. No, I think that was a little later. Predator 2. He died in all of those movies, every single movie.
He dies in
I
everything
love
except
Predator
this one.
2. And in life. R.I.P.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I was glad to see him survive. You have Ice-T as King James. And at the time, again, 92, like one of the founders of gangster rap before his SVU career. But I think it was right around the same time as New Jack City. So he was a huge name. William Sadler is Don.
Not Willem Dafoe.
No, well,
It's important distinction because every time I see William Sadler, for a hot second, I think it's Willem Dafoe.
and they look alike, like
They really
crazy.
do.
You could pass.
They could be brothers.
Yeah, they could be twins.
Brothers.
Probably know him as well from Die Hard 2, Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure.
There's a lot of Die Hard
It's
alumni in this movie.
I tried to look for if there was like a directorial or writer connection, and I couldn't find one between the two movies. But you're right, with William Sadler being in Die Hard 2, we also have Art Evans,
Yeah.
who
Die Hard 2.
was in Die Hard 2. He was the air traffic controller that was working with John
Yeah.
McClane. We've got Argyle from
Yeah.
Die Hard
So
1.
good.
Devereaux White.
Yeah. The crossover from the Die Hard first two movies to this one is really interesting, and I could not find a connective thread between the two movies.
No, just, happenstance.
Were they filming the Die Hard movies on the same lot that this was being shot at, and they all just auditioned at lunch?
I don't know.
It would make sense. You also have a few crossovers from Friday, though. Obviously, Ice Cube
Yep.
Yeah.
and Tiny Lester.
Yeah. Plays Cletus
Cletus, what a great name.
with the cleats.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what his gimmick is. I wear cleats. What's your name again? Cletus.
Let me
All
introduce
right.
you to bats. I'll carry bats.
I will say that him walking, and he's just a gigantic man, a mountain.
Yeah.
Him walking with those like metal spikes was crazy intimidating to me.
Mhm.
I felt that. And the list goes on of these other character actors who are in this movie, but I love how they all have their own look. They all are independent characters with like personalities, and they might be kind of simplistic personalities, like Video. Well, he's a video camera guy. Cletus.
Again, a
Cleats.
little on the nose.
Right. But it'd be so easy for them just to have said henchmen 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But instead they gave them their own personalities. You have the guy who's like more into his suit than having a big gun because it'll wrinkle him. So
Yeah.
he just wants to use a pistol.
Isn't he a pimp?
Yeah.
I believe
he's
it's
the pimp.
Yeah.
You have the guy who delivers the guns, and he looks awesome. He's driving around in the Jaguar.
Yeah. Speaking of Jaguars, did you catch this? There's one of the henchmen, and I forget his name in the movie, but his name in life is Glenn Plummer. He was the Jaguar owner in Speed.
Yeah.
That Keanu Reeves takes over and eventually crashes into the water.
Like on the
barrier.
highway?
Yes.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. I kept looking at him in the face. I'm like, I know that face because I've seen Speed probably 100 times.
I think he was in Showgirls too.
He is in Showgirls.
He is in
Not that I
Showgirls.
haven't seen that
And
movie
Menace to
8
Society.
billion times.
He's in Menace to Society. He's the homeless guy in what's the Storm movie?
The Perfect
Day After
Storm.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Oh, that's
okay.
right.
He's the one who teaches them to like how to insulate under their
He's
jackets.
a
and all.
versatile character actor.
He's all over the place, and I wish I could remember his name in the movie because I actually
Luther.
Thank you. It gives a pretty decent performance. And one other person, Stoney Jackson. Did you pick up on Stoney Jackson, who he is in another movie that we've talked about on another show?
No.
He plays Ray Mitchell in Angels in the Outfield.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at him too, and I'm like, I know I've seen this guy play baseball, and I can't figure out where.
Was he an actual ball
I was
player?
like, did he play in the major leagues? And I'm just now catching up.
Trying to look him up on Baseball Reference.
Yeah, like Stoney Jackson.
He
Nope.
moves really well.
Yeah.
He was one of the leads dancers in Beat It too.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was like right next to MJ in the Beat It music video.
That's hilarious.
All right, well, do y'all want to get into this thing?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So our movie starts with found footage from a handheld camera of a drug deal. And King James's group is watching this footage, and they discover one of their own is ripping them off. So KJ says, that's King James, to set up.
Should clarify, it's not LeBron.
No,
It's a different King James.
that's the first time I'd put that together.
Yeah.
Very different King James. Don't sue us, LeBron.
Sue Ice-T, wasn't he? Or the makers of the film?
Well, Robert Zemeckis, he's got cash.
There you go.
Tease, folks, if you're listening to this, which I'm sure you are, obviously. If we
They
get
listen
sued,
every
you
week.
got to get our back because we know the OG was
Use
down.
that Law and Order money to help us out.
You ain't kidding.
They're getting ripped off. KJ says set up his execution someplace way out, off the track where nobody will be. Cut to not that place, but Fort Smith, Arkansas, and we're introduced to our two firefighters, Paxton and Sadler, who encounter, frankly, just a manic old dude in a burning building.
I recognize him as Ted's dad from the Bill and Ted movies.
Another
Oh,
connection.
Yeah.
So he also has a connection with Sadler. But this is Eugene, who is insane and is just rambling about gold and his sins, gives them a large envelope, and then allows himself to be engulfed. And it's a brutal death.
Yeah.
Just, wow.
So-
That was actually going to be my relevant question is how do you want to die?
Went like a Viking pyre funeral almost.
In my sleep?
No, I didn't actually want you to answer.
Oh, yeah.
It was more for the joke than anything.
Well, not burned alive like Eugene, and like it seems like he's like going to hell. But as we learn, maybe that's on purpose because they're going through the envelope later, and it contains articles about the robbery of stolen gold from artifacts from a church. They're from like the old country, which I guess is like Italy or Greece or something.
I don't think they ever specify exactly where it came from.
Yeah, and I don't think they even really care. They're just like gold.
Gold.
I got the gold.
And Sadler's like, I think old Eugene's the one who stole that gold. He hit it.
He put it together real quick.
It's like a grittier version of City Slickers 2.
And then
Great movie.
they have the moment where he's like, this, my friend, is a treasure map. And I know we want to talk about the map. I just want to say anytime a movie has that line, though, I'm hooked. If you say like, oh, boom,
That's what
treasure
hooks
map.
you.
just the line itself. Because then I'm like, oh, it's a treasure hunt. That's just always fun. Then you do see the map that he's holding up and you're like, well, that looks like it belongs on a fridge that a third grader drew a picture of.
And I'm not sure that parent would hang up that map. It is rough.
I
good-
paused for like a good 2 minutes staring at this thing, trying to figure out what it was or how you read it.
The biggest thing on the map is the stick figure human. And I don't know why. What are you trying to tell us? Like only Shaq can get this gold.
Maybe, well, it is up.
Was
So
was
we
he
didn't
trying
find
to
that out later.
draw him on his back?
I don't know.
I mean,
really-
a 2D drawing, it's kind of hard.
I think
but-
that's what they said, right? He was on his back.
What,
when he
well,
drew it.
you find that out later. We haven't learned that yet. But it is, without a doubt, the worst drawn treasure map of all time.
Yes.
It's like dots. I mean, not even like ... to an X. It's just like 2 dots and squares. And he's like, well, this obviously means room like 343 at the old Sturgill building.
Yeah,
And
I don't know what he had read previously in his life to get him to that point where he's like, oh, I can read this. No problem. Makes total sense.
doing work for the movie, they're firefighters. So maybe they think that we just assume firefighters know structural engineering and like that.
They probably do, but that map does not explain.
Eugene didn't.
That did not explain structural engineering.
So they come up with a plan to go look for it. And Paxton already is kind of hesitant. He's saying, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. You can tell right away he's kind of the moral compass of the group in this movie. And he's like, it seems wrong. And then he's like, but then again, it was like 20 years ago. I bet they did already collect the insurance money. So they decide to go out.
Quick question. Where and how do you insure gold?
If they were like a traveling exhibit, I bet that probably comes with pretty hefty.
Just like liability insurance?
I would think so.
It's like the old Lloyds of London that insured anything.
Is that like Knights of Columbus?
Maybe. You never heard of Lloyds of London?
I don't
No.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're this.
I haven't seen that in
Is that like
forever.
English, like Freemasons?
No, they're an insurance company that would insure anything. They famously insured Mary Hart's legs, the
What?
host of Entertainment Tonight.
Her legs?
Yeah, she was known for having nice legs. So she had her legs insured in
Like,
case
wow.
anything happened to them because they were like such a moneymaker for her.
In case she ever decided to give away her treasure map on her deathbed and her legs
Well,
caught on fire.
how would you claim? I mean, like, what if like I'm at like the park and like a dog scratches my leg? Do I get like a payout?
Yeah.
What if I'm at the park?
Yeah, you do.
Or like, does it need to be like dismemberment?
No, like I'm sure it was
I
any
dropped
type
hot
of
soup.
disfigurement to her legs.
I'm like the McDonald's coffee lady. Boom! I got a huge. Well, that's
That happened anyway.
actually
Yes.
yeah. All right.
She's
A lot of professional wrestlers used it and kind of scammed it too.
for their legs.
No, just for their like
bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, professional wrestlers probably should insure their bodies because they fall apart pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
But yeah, Lloyd's London isn't a thing anymore because that isn't a viable insurance business model.
Tiny Lester was a wrestler, right?
For a brief bit.
He
yeah.
was like Hogan's nemesis.
Yeah, he starred in Hulk Hogan's first movie called No Holds Barred, which we will definitely be talking about
Is he
someday.
also in one of the Three Ninjas movies?
Maybe.
I think he is.
Yeah. But he was
It's a
not
big
really,
ninja.
he wasn't
That's
a
a big
wrestler.
ninja.
They just brought him in because he was that character in that movie. And
Oh.
it kind of was like natural to be a Hogan foe.
I apologize for getting us off track by
Yeah.
asking how
No.
to insure gold.
Well, the movie's
Ben's
plot
fault.
is obviously incredibly important. There's a lot to talk about. The actual physical plot isn't, but we're going to skip ahead. Basically, they get to the building. They find it. They know where to park. They know what room it is. They're in the room. They start.
Where to park?
Well, they park around back because he's like, there's probably trouble because it's a messy area. The metal detector goes off. They get excited. It's a pipe.
In a building?
It's crazy.
In the wall of a building?
It's crazy. One thing also that we should point out, William Sadler's character pulls a gun out and takes it into the building with him.
And we see it in the car, right? And he's like,
Yeah.
what? You have a gun? He's like, I don't leave home without it.
Yeah, and he takes it into the building with him. So obviously,
Yeah.
you
I
bring-
mean, they're from Arkansas. Is Paxton really surprised that this dude has a gun?
that's not the surprising part, but in the context of the film, he was surprised that he had a gun and that he brought it in with him when it was supposedly just
Yeah.
two of them in this building.
We're going to go from Arkansas to Missouri.
I feel like-
no guns there.
It could be a testament to the times too, that he's like, do you know how to use this thing? And he doesn't say like, yes, because I live in a society and obviously like we're in America, they outnumber people. He says, yes, because I was in the National Guard for several years. That's like his justification of knowing how to use the gun. And later when Luther gets a sniper, he's like, I know how to handle this because I was in the army. I was a sniper. So that it's not
Does
just you know
change
how to
his
do.
branches of military a couple of times.
Well, no, Luther, like the sniper for the gang.
The sniper
Yeah.
was in the army. That's right.
So as Paxton is digging up another spot, he finds a little coffee can with like crumpled up ones and fives in it. Insert Art Evans as Bradley, who lives in this abandoned building, and I think is supposed to be the comic relief, but
He's a vagabond.
Yeah.
He's a squatter.
He's not funny. If that's what they were going for, they missed.
And they have a bit of a kerfuffle, and then we see the gun immediately get pulled. And Sadler's like, well, guess what, Mr. Bradley? You're trespassing here. And Bradley doesn't take that for a millisecond. He's like, you're full of shit. Nobody owns these old buildings, which is absolutely true.
And also, you're trespassing,
Yes.
sir.
If anything, Bradley has the only claim
Squatters' rights.
to this place.
And for all he knows, Sadler's character, I can't remember his name. For all he knows, Bradley could own the building.
Yeah.
He could. He doesn't know.
Don.
Don. That's right.
And Vince is the other.
Vince. I remember that. But it's so stupid though, because the immediate response of finding somebody in the abandoned building you're trespassing in is to tell them they're trespassing.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be like, oh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry, sir. I will immediately vacate the premises.
And he says, he's like, I should take you downtown. He's like, you ain't going to do shit. Like, you're supposed to be here either.
Where are you going to take me?
Yeah.
And for what reason?
So,
He's still like, that's his stuff
oh, yeah.
that they're going through.
He kind of calls their bluff, and then it doesn't really pay off because they tie him up at gunpoint. Again, Paxton at this point is starting to say, like, I'm uncomfortable. This is too far. Let's just go home. And you quickly ascertain not just his moral compass, but that he values life over the gold, which will be a very obvious plot point for many characters moving forward.
Almost all of them.
Pretty much everybody.
As they tie him up, cut to King James' brother Lucky, played by Argyle,
Devereaux.
Devereaux White.
That
And
name just reminds me of the subway scene in Adventures in Babysitting. Here comes Devereaux.
I was thinking
It's
Golden
the-
Girls.
the Detroit like wig commercial.
We thought of three very different things with this.
You don't remember that scene in Adventures in Babysitting where it's the two gangs on the train?
Oh, I remember it.
And as soon as they cross Devereaux, they're into territory where they can kill each other. So the one guy's just counting down streets. Here comes Devereaux.
Pretty sure it's Blanche's last name on Golden Girls.
Is it?
Devereaux, I think so.
First name Blanche, last name Devereaux. What
Yeah.
a power move.
Yeah.
And she also talked like a 1940s paperboy.
Well, she was a Southern belle.
Well, because she was probably in her
is-
20s in the 1940s.
That was not a good Southern accent then.
Well, she won Emmys.
She did.
So there.
Shows what I know.
So you see that they're going to take out the guy who betrayed them, named Moose. King James surprises him, shoots him. He falls through a window, lands on his back on a railing, which made my back hurt watching it. But it is a cool scene. It's a practical stuntman, obviously, like falling. And then King James and Paxton lock eyes, and they realize each one of them are not alone. They're all trespassing. This is where the movie really kind of starts. Well, I guess in like 20 seconds. They have a kerfuffle as well. They're holding him at gunpoint. He's saying, I'm just here for nothing. Just let me go. He wants to go. He wants to go. William Sadler pops in with a gun of his own, takes Lucky hostage. They go into the room, and the standoff where the rest of the movie evolves from commences. I do love the line from King James. He's like, Lucky's my brother, man. Been taking care of him since he was born when I was 15. Which just shows you like the level of intellect they expect us to have. Like the exposition is so heavy in this movie.
Well, that kind of goes back to what I said about I don't think Robert Zemeckis is great at writing gang dialogue. And also, just a quick plot point. Well, it's not really a plot point, but there's something you just talked about when he shoots him and he falls through the window. Is it a requirement of movies made between 1985 and 1999 that if you fall, it's in slow motion?
Yes.
There is any movie you watch where somebody falls out a window, through a window, off a building. It is so slow.
You want it sped up like a Benny Hill video?
Yeah, let's put some. Put it in black and white. Put some music behind it. Let's get the vibes up.
The movie's like a tight, what is it, hour and 40 or something? So
It's a short one.
I think it's the perfect length. So maybe they just were like, hey, let's stretch this fall. We paid this guy like a few $100 for this one scene. Give him his moment. Cutting back to they're tying up Lucky against the door so that they can't barricade it or can't break it down, can't shoot through it, which I thought was pretty smart. Bradley reveals that he knows this gang, so he's kind of our insider. I love the rapport, and Paxton has an amazing rapport with everybody he's in a movie with. I think he always knows what movie he's in, what to bring to it. But I do love when he like offers $40 to Bradley. He's like, sorry for your troubles. And he's pulling out like $40 of his wallet. And Bradley's like, I don't want that. And he starts putting it away. And Bradley's like, well,
I mean, I'll take it.
okay, well, yeah, I'll still take
I
it.
can use it. It's insulting, but I'll take it.
And then Paxton's asking him, is there any way out of here? And he's like, he's ignoring them because he's gagged too. And he's ignoring them. He's like, is there any other way out here? And he ignores him and he goes, come on, shit, man, I gave you $40. He's like,
that buys our freedom through the secret escape hatch.
That's a lot of money in 1992. Come on.
Yeah. Also, why couldn't he just spit the gag out?
that always kills me.
It wasn't tight.
It wasn't tight. No, it wasn't
Was it
tight.
not?
I think it was just a bandana.
It was just stuffed in his mouth.
It's probably a dirty one too. I'd have spit it out even if I didn't want to talk. I just
Yeah.
been like, gross.
That is gross. I never understand that though, when they just shove a rag in someone's mouth and they're just like, oh, well, now I can't speak forever and ever.
Yep. No tape, no like straps or anything. Just a bandana. No. So Paxton really wants out now, says the treasure is not worth their lives. He wants to let the kid go in exchange for their freedom. Sadler is determined to find gold, so they go back at it. Meanwhile, King James calls in reinforcements and some special call for some heavy artillery from Raymond, as we mentioned, the Jaguar guy. I do love the giant brick phones that they all use and they all like match. It's kind of a character itself in the movie, but
Zach Morris phones.
Yes.
it's such a giveaway at the time. Ice Cube, at this point, we're learning he's the hothead. He keeps shooting when he's told not to. He wants to rush them.
He doesn't really care if they kill what's his face in the process. He just wants to kill Paxton and the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
When KJ earlier is like, gang, we're not gangsters. I'm a businessman. These are my associates. I feel like when he says that, Ice Cube is like, no, I just want to be in a gang. I'm not a businessman.
I am a gang member.
Again, Robert Zemeckis, not your greatest
You
writing.
can't define me.
I am not a gangster. I am a businessman. R. Zemeckis.
It's pretty hard to like anyone in this movie, though, to be honest. They kind of all suck.
No one has any redeeming qualities in this movie. You think it's going to be Paxton the whole time because he's set up to be the hero, and he's really not.
Yeah.
Bradley's like, you're just a dumb redneck. And you're like, well, I mean, that's a little bit mean, but like, you're still a good guy, Paxton. He's like, shut the hell up, you black son of a bitch. And you're like,
he turns it racial real quick. Wow. Like, I understand you're under a lot of stress. People are trying to kill you, but maybe we don't need to do that.
yeah. And so they're using the metal detector. They're still trying to find the gold. We hear the aforementioned cleats that Cletus is using in the room above them, and Paxton's tracing his cleats on the roof, or on the ceiling, which is a cool touch.
I was going to say that was probably my favorite scene of the whole movie. That was pretty cool.
And that eventually somehow leads to Sadler having an epiphany. And he's like, oh, dumb Eugene, you drew this map on your back of the ceiling, not the floor. Which is impossible to have.
They got everything else right about the map. Except that in 5 seconds. Why couldn't they get that correct? They looked at the 3 dots and they're like, that's room 304. They looked at the giant stick figure next to a ladder. They're like, that's East St. Louis.
Well, I think they had the like Sturgill or Orgel building notes. So they said they did see the building.
But still, they figured everything else out in 5 seconds from this horribly drawn map. But they couldn't figure out, it's in the ceiling.
That drawing goes on like the garage fridge. That does not go in the inside
That's
fridge.
exactly right. That's a beer fridge drawing.
That's a drawing that like you put at work. And if your kid ever comes to visit, then like you take it out of the drawer and put it up. And you're like, I've always had this up.
You don't show it to your coworkers though.
No.
Like, is your child okay?
So they get the gold. I do like that. Just to make matters worse, like Bradley's only other possession, his rocking chair breaks. That's there, and he's like, "Shit, you broke my rocking chair."
Yeah, that was kind of.
By the way,
sad.
like the first thing they pull out of the gold bag is the Holy Grail from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It looked just like it.
really
well,
did.
the fake one, right? Isn't the real one?
It was
like
one of the
wood?
fake ones. That they chose poorly. Yeah,
I mean, it does look awesome.
I guess it's more of a chalice. It's not the real Grail.
It could have been.
Yeah.
They also pull out the
one guy thought it was. So did the lady.
Several gold crucifixes. Like I feel like one would be fine, but there are multiple that they pull down.
It's just amazing what people spent their time making back in the day.
It looks like they also pull down like the giant like cane staff thing that the Pope walks with, but like one of solid gold. I don't know.
I gotta tell you, man, that leprechaun really, really would have loved this. He was looking for the gold.
They should make one of the leprechaun in the hood.
They did.
What?
They did.
Haven't seen that in forever.
Guess who's in that also? Ice-T.
They should make a second one too, a sequel to it. Call it Back to the Hood.
Oh, they did.
Oh, what?
My gosh.
I know you're not a horror fan, but these are.
Oh, I've seen
These are real movies.
I've seen a few of the Leprechaun.
Okay. Leprechaun launched Jennifer Aniston.
It did.
Wow.
First movie.
God bless Leprechaun.
I don't know if it launched it. I think something else might have, but she was in that movie.
Meanwhile, the gang's trying to figure them out. So they dress up some of their guys as cops. I thought this was actually a smart idea. And they're like, they want cops? Let's give them cops.
Yeah.
But they just happen to have cop paraphernalia and uniforms with them.
You never know when you need it.
I've never needed it. And I
Because
also
you're not in a
don't own it.
gang.
Well, you don't know that.
Are you a businessman? Because KJ's a businessman and he needed them.
I'm not a gangster. I'm a businessman.
Well, you might need to get the cops off your back too if you do shady business things.
I got to go to Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
They're open yet?
No.
I'd give it a few months.
Okay.
Paxton's he's trying to like get the attention of the cop. Sadler tackles him, thank God, because the sniper shot barely misses them. They start having a fist fight saying like, we don't need cops, because at this point Sadler is just 100% We have the gold, so they're desperate to just get out with the gold. A bit more cat and mouse later, Raymond, while doing research or recon, finds their car, disables it, but then does find they left all the paperwork, the article about the stolen gold, the building notes. He and Ice Cube kind of piece it together. They're like, why would these random white firefighters from Arkansas, because they see their license plate, be a state over in this abandoned building? He reads the notes about the stolen gold. They kind of put it together and they're like, and that's why they're here.
My Southern geography is awful, by the way. I did not realize Arkansas and Missouri were that close.
Oh, yeah.
I know this is just a couple hour drive. I'd be like,
From East St. Louis to the border of Arkansas is probably less than an hour.
yeah, no clue.
So they eventually agree to split it with Bradley if he helps them get out. He says, yep, we'll get out through the chimney. At this point, you're like, okay, the movie's kind of coming to a head. This is great. And in the background, then you see Lucky, who looks like utter shit because he's withdrawing heavily.
Yeah, he's a meth head.
Heroin, I think.
He's
Heroin head?
He's got some problems.
Horse head.
So his horse tranquilizer.
He's looking for smack.
He's like, please, and Art Heavens, but Bradley's like explains what's going on. They get out his little fanny pack. He's walking them through how to do it because they want to keep him alive.
Yeah. Gotta give him the yam yam.
Yeah, he's no good to him if he dies.
That White Lotus.
I love their faces as he's giving instructions, like melting down. They look confused as hell, and he's like, yeah, no, put the cotton ball in there. And they're like, the cotton ball? So they get the needle full, though, and then he convinces them, which I kind of get from their perspective, letting him do this, because they're sweating like crazy. They're very nervous. And he's like, no, if you miss my vein, you'll seriously mess me up. I might die.
I just realized, are they like given a tutorial on how to shoot up heroin here?
Yeah.
They effectively
Basically,
did, yeah.
They're not wrong.
Did they intentionally like leave out maybe a step or two? So
Well, they didn't show all of the different steps to melting it, I believe.
okay.
Again, not a heroin user, but I've seen it with other people.
So he convinces them to let go of one of his arms so he can do it himself. Bam! He stabs William Sadler's character in the neck with that needle, jams the whole thing in there. And as a heavy heroin user, you have to assume his tolerance is pretty high. Sadler is instantaneously messed up, and it looks graphic. He's bleeding from the needle. It's pretty wild. He goes down hard. Paxton starts fighting the now freed Lucky. Luther, the sniper, is shooting. He accidentally kills Lucky in the scuffle. Ice Cube says the line that absolutely every single person who is watching this movie has been thinking ever since they introduced a guy named Lucky who says bullets zip by him. Guess he wasn't so lucky after all. King James now is like, all right, well, we're out for blood. Just all out siege. They're going to burn down the building. So they start concocting homemade napalm and like C4, which they're the most well-strapped businessmen I've ever encountered.
Yeah. There's a couple of white firefighters in there. Bring the C4.
Wait, you've been to New York, right?
Yeah.
You've been to Wall Street, I assume?
Yeah.
You don't see guys, bankers, stockbrokers walking around just with like AR-15s and napalm.
Homemade napalm.
And C4.
Bricks of C4 falling out their pockets.
That's right. I mean, businessmen go.
We'll see how the economy does. By the time this episode comes out, we'll see.
If it comes back to life in a few years or not, we may see people on Wall Street carrying some heavy artillery.
So Vince goes up the chimney and rappels down to escape and get help. While Bradley and Don, that's Sadler's character, are hiding. Wicked gets ambushed by an insanely doped up Don who has a standoff then. He kills him. He has a standoff with King James. Why are you even here? What's this all been about? Gold. I love how messed up Sadler. Gold. Gold, man, is all about gold.
Was Sadler the leprechaun?
No.
All along.
And he was like, he had a part where he said like, you know, it's like his wife, where he has alimony to pay and his rent keeps going up. Like he's like kind of desperate for this gold.
But he also, does he not say his rent, and isn't it like $300 a month?
That's something.
And then
Ridiculous.
you think about how much we pay for our houses, and
He's like,
you want to cry.
$25 alimony and milk cost $0.25, damn it.
It used to be a nickel.
How much could bananas cost, Michael? $10. So he and King James shoot each other to death. It looks pretty cool, but I think at this point, the movie plot, you're just excited to be
It seemed
like
a little-
advancing it.
Little anticlimactic.
It was.
Like those are the two main characters on each side of the fence, and
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, they're just dead
they're
now.
gone now.
Yep.
So at this point, you're really looking to Ice Cube, Art Evans, and Bill Paxton. Paxton's kind of gone for the next bit, though, to be honest.
Should have just left.
Yeah. Savin, that's Ice Cube. He threatens Bradley, who drops the gold because Bradley's one of the only two in the whole movie who say that he values his life more than gold.
His homeless vagabond life.
Well, they're burning his home currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Savin and the other guy, I forgot his name on the top of my head, but they really speed run the gold corrupting you because they get it for like 1 millisecond and then they shoot each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Originally, Ice Cube was supposed to die in that scene, but audiences in the test screening hated that so much that they just kind of vaguely let him live.
That's the part they had a problem with.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, they were like, A-okay. 10 out of 10, no notes.
You know, it's
But
funny because
you
he
don't kill Ice Cube here.
Well, this
don't
is-
do that.
this is his first movie after Boys in the Hood,
Yeah.
and he dies at the end of that. But they don't show it either. It's just
Right.
in the epilogue. So I wonder if that's a thing he had. Like, don't show me dying on screen yet.
Bradley takes the gold. He goes outside. He
Could've
sees
been.
Vince, and I guess it's unclear. He kind of puts the gold like down at his feet, maybe behind like some other piece of trash. Vince runs up to him and is like, "Let's get out of here." He's like, "No, you go. I'll only slow you down." He's like, "What? No, come on." They don't have a car, so I guess they have to run. And he's like, "No, go. They'll leave me, but they'll kill you." Which is kind of fair because they already had decided not to kill Bradley the one time they encountered him.
I mean, they've done enough to him.
Yeah.
They literally just burned his house down.
Yeah. As Vince runs away, you see Bradley smile, pick up the gold, and make his way out. Cue the song Trespass by Ice Cube and Ice-T, and credits.
I was a little surprised there wasn't more music by Ice Cube and
Yeah.
Ice-T in the
I
movie.
think there were. If I
Not
remember.
in the actual movie.
Oh, they did for the soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack, but like in the actual movie.
Well, it was Ry Cooter.
From what I could tell and what I picked up on, I guess Walter Hill didn't want it to be like time stamped like that.
Just
Walt.
everything else.
Everything else,
Everything else I
time
was
stamped,
fine.
but not musically.
Just-
apparently.
I want them to go back and edit the movie now in 2026 and change the brick phones to an iPhone because I don't want them to timestamp it.
Exactly.
The actual album Trespass, it's a full feature album by mainly Ice Cube and him and Ice-T. It was a big hit at the time. It peaked at like 82 on the Billboard 200 and was there for almost a year. Not at 82, but on the 200 for about a year.
Ice Cube wrote the original song for the movie.
Yeah.
So the one that they actually do play at the end is Ice Cube's
It's very
song.
funny that people went and listened to the album but did not go see the movie.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, think about it. 92, it's the height of that genre
Like
of rap.
Raw,
Sure.
gritty, hard hitting.
So they probably saw Ice-T and Ice Cube on the front of a CD and said, "Yes, please."
I mean, don't they usually have like, you know, from the major motion picture Trespass? Like,
It was also, well, it wouldn't have been 92 for this, but I was thinking of when parental advisory stickers started. That
it
would
was a little after this.
It was after this because it was Tipper Gore that
yeah.
kind of spearheaded that. Thanks, Tipper. So I was thinking maybe it was that could have drawn people to it as well because you saw once they put that sticker on music, those albums skyrocketed
Yeah.
immediately.
Shocker. Who'd have thought that would backfire?
Yeah, crazy,
Everyone?
right?
What do you
Yeah.
mean everyone?
Yeah.
The old Barbara Streisand effect
Uh-huh.
with rap.
The soundtrack is pretty good. I streamed it after I watched it just to get an idea for it. I like it. I actually to this day have not listened to a ton of Ice-T
Yeah.
music. I know him more from SVU.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
telling me this guy's addicted to sex. Yes, Ice-T.
I've listened to a lot of Ice Cube in my life.
Yeah.
I like Ice Cube. I like his music. It's a good album. Ry Cooder is technically the guy that did the score, quote unquote.
Yeah.
There isn't much of a score. It felt a little. It's like, you guys remember like the saxophone riffs for like Lethal Weapon.
Oh, of course. Iconic.
Yeah. It felt like he did the exact same thing and left the saxophone out.
Yeah.
Because it feels kind of bluesy, but it doesn't really have a lot of blues flair.
Yeah, it's kind of like Southern guitar. I like the percussion, but it was missing like the solo instrument.
Yeah.
It was just the background.
Yeah. I felt like, it's gritty. It's kind of blues themed.
Yeah.
It fits the movie, but ultimately it's forgettable.
Agreed.
Personally.
Well, to your point, a lot more people probably listened to the soundtrack than saw the movie because it was a commercial bomb. 13.5 million versus like a $14 million budget. You have to wonder how much of that really is due to the timing, the LA riots, releasing it on Christmas. Its marketing was garbaggio.
I do. Yeah. If this was released, 2 years earlier, 2 years later, maybe it does a little better.
Even the spring of 93, like I said, push it out 4 months.
I mean, they're up against, I'm looking, Home Alone 2, Aladdin,
Oh yeah.
A Few Good Men. So
Great movie.
yeah, even if the adults want to go see a movie, they're probably going to go see, A Few Good Men over this.
True. And I don't, as much as we can sit here today and say, look at the cast, like this is a draw with all these big names. In 92, I don't know if they were that big of names. Like Ice Cube and Ice-T were, obviously.
Well,
from the music scene.
because they weren't established as actors yet.
Correct.
So there was only a certain demographic that really knew them.
Right. But they
Yeah.
were established in music. So those names could draw a certain demographic.
Right.
Paxton could draw a little bit, but in all those movies that we talked about before, he's a bit player.
Yeah.
Like he's not the guy.
Yeah.
And he dies in everything.
Yeah. Sadler's the same way.
Sadler's the same way. People probably could put two and two together that he was in Die Hard 2, but is the villain from Die Hard 2 really a draw for you? I don't know.
I don't know. They all got equal billing on the poster. So
Oh, can we talk about the poster?
Yeah.
It's awful.
Not a fan, eh?
It's lazy.
There's not much to it. It's
You got all the faces up top and guns at the bottom, and it just says Trespass. Like it tells me nothing.
I do like they all came to the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's a good tagline.
The
I like
tagline's fine. I just don't like the aesthetic of the poster.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate that they intercut, like they have Paxton, then Ice-T, then Sadler, then Ice Cube. And it's not just two firefighters on the left and two businessmen on the right.
Like a tag team
Yeah.
match for WrestleMania.
The poster's good enough for me that I would probably be willing to check it out. I may not watch the movie just based off the poster, but I'll definitely watch the trailer based off the poster.
Yeah.
I would go and watch the
The
trailer
poster
based on the
intrigues
poster.
me, which is that's all it needs to. I don't think it needs to be like I'm gonna 100% see this movie because the poster look cool.
I feel like this is one of those movies that if like you hated your family on Christmas Day in 1992 and you just wanted to get away from everybody, you might go see
By yourself
yeah,
while they're
by yourself, exactly.
Shove the kids into the Aladdin theater and go watch Trespass.
Go hang out with your mom. I'm gonna go see Trespass.
Well, that's kind of what I did, though. I then followed it to the trailer. I think the trailer actually holds up. It excited me.
I think the trailer's pretty good. It's
As
pretty
I'm-
solid.
I mentioned earlier, anytime you have this, my friend, is a treasure map. That line gets me. It hooks me, and I'm like, all right, I'm kind of buying in.
Now, Colin, you don't have any tattoos,
I do not.
correct?
Right.
Okay. Why not get that tattooed on you?
That line.
Yes.
I thought you were tell them to get the treasure map tattooed on it. just a giant back piece.
They're like, oh,
Did you let
did your
us-
child do this for you?
just make sure the tattoo artist is laying upside down.
Did your
on the
child
floor.
die? Is this like a memorial tattoo?
That's really good.
It's great.
Were they left-handed? No. Did they do it with their left hand?
Did
Okay,
they
I
do
thought
it with
so.
their eyes closed?
Were they on heroin?
Were they not so lucky?
Did your child never see a person before drawing this?
I don't love a lot of trailers that have the voiceover too much, like the
big voice guy.
the in a world. Typically, I don't like
That was pretty
those,
good.
and they have that in this where it's like Some came to take what is not theirs, others to settle a score. In this world, loyalty is the first thing to die. But it kind of entertains me. I watching the trailer overall, I'm in. I'm going to watch the movie.
Yeah. Well, we did. So.
Well, y'all had to.
We were forced to by somebody.
Hold my arm down. Twist my arm, why don't you?
Critically, it was praised as a solid action thriller. We normally talk about Ebert, so I'll say he gave it 2.5 out of 4 stars.
Which usually the ones that we've done that we have not loved, he has really liked.
Yeah.
This one we might agree with Ebert on. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, while we're at it, let's rate this bad boy. All right. So Nels, Ben, what did y'all think about this movie? If someone says, haven't seen that in forever, or has never seen it, would you recommend it? And most of all, how would you rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 5 gold crucifixes?
Gold.
Because it's all about that gold.
Well, it's all about that gold. I want 5 gold crucifixes. I'm going to give it 5 for that reason. No. It's a decent action flick. It's fun to see guys like Ice Cube and Ice-T, early in their acting chops. I like Paxton in anything. So it's a watchable movie. Is it going to be in my top 10 of anything? Probably not. So I think I will go with Mr. Ebert here and give it a split down the middle, 2.5 gold crucifixes out of 5.
I'm not too terribly far off from where you're at. I had fun watching this. I do think it dragged a little. I know you talked about how it was like a tight hour and 40, and I agree. But there was probably 15 to 20 minutes that they could have cut out completely, and the movie would have been just as
or done
same.
Something else with.
Yeah. And it felt a little bit like when we talked about Escape from New York, where the majority of the movie is Snake just walking around. I felt like the majority of this movie is Ice-T telling other people what to not do.
Don't shoot.
Yeah. And then Bill Paxton and not Willem Dafoe arguing about what to do with Lucky and yelling at Bradley. And it felt very like repetitive in a lot of scenes. I didn't hate it. I think people should see it. It's worth a watch. I probably am not going to revisit this movie.
Yep.
That's my guess based on my rating. It's an interesting premise. I think they could have done a little bit more with it. I'm not kidding. If you have never seen this movie and you don't want to watch it, just Google an image of the map. You have to take a look.
I tried to find it. I Googled and it didn't pop up.
It's not
easily.
We can probably
find
get a
picture,
screenshot, drop it on social.
Yeah, we'll put it on our socials because it is hilarious. It made me laugh out loud and I had to pause the movie. I was laughing so hard at this. It's an interesting premise. Story's a little flimsy. I don't love some of the slow parts, but there's good actors in it. I thought there were some good performances. I really like a lot of the bit player businessmen. I just didn't love the movie though. I'm going to go 2.75 gold crucifixes out of 5.
2.75 and 2.5. All right. I mostly agree. It's a flawed movie for many reasons. It is not an winning movie. It's never going to be. But crucially, I don't think that's what it's looking for. It's the kind of movie that I find myself more often than not these days looking at movies that get put out that really only want to make like $1 billion, it seems. I want more of this kind of movie. It doesn't need to be flawless. It doesn't take itself too seriously. I think it was a really good popcorn thriller. It's a fun action movie. And I agree with both of y'all's points. It ultimately, I think it's one of those movies that you look at and say, we don't know how good we had it. So I'm going to go with 3 gold crucifixes.
We're right around in the same area.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I would suggest seeing it at least once. It's not horrible.
The more I think about it, it's very in that post Die Hard world.
Yeah.
It's a action movie that takes place in an isolated area, just like Die Hard did. It's got Die Hard people in it.
I'm telling you, this had to have been shot on the same lot.
It doesn't have the charm that Die Hard does. It's really what's missing from it in the end.
I agree. But yeah, that's Trespass.
That's Trespass.
Yeah. Don't go trespassing today. Stick to the buildings and the houses you're used to.
Kind of sounded
That
like
was a
Is this the other guys
That
all
was
of a sudden?
That was a good one. You know that was funny. All right, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah.
We will see you next week for 2003's The Life of David Gale.
Fun.
Oh, it's going to be something.